flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same, things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked, can I?
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the Green Bay Packers.
The kickoff for Green Bay.
The veteran kicker Mason Crosby set to do the honors here. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's 2nd down.
Up 2nd and 7 at the 20-yard line.
Now it's Jackson. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
To throw is Jackson. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
On 3rd down, Jackson, flush to his right. Got a man on the right sideline. That's Andrews. And all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That is definitely what we call a defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receiver took advantage.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Big Kenny Clark that time pushing upfield to make the tackle for loss.
The Packers' 12-yard line.
Okay, just like that. Just like that.
2nd down and goal. Jackson escaping the pressure right. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Well, CD, that was a well-orchestrated drive by Lamar Jackson.
Yeah, and how about the way he capped it off, too? Orchestrate the drive and then let everybody know exactly who the guy is on the field you've got to watch on every play. Finishes it off with a touchdown run.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 8-yard line.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Room here to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a 1st down.
First down, Green Bay.
Now Jones. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down.
With the handoff to Aaron Jones. Calais Campbell on the stop. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 44-yard line. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the 1st down.
That's the end.
A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
Well, they just watched the other team take the ball downfield and score, so they knew that this drive, this opening drive, was on them. And, boy, that was important to pick up that 1st down there and keep this one going.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. This is Jones. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Ravens' 23-yard line.
They'll run it with Jones.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
And they'll get this down to the 10. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run-blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12-yard line. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes a defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? Now Rodgers. He sets up the screen to Jones. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. So they decline it as that will bring up 4th.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you've got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it 4th down.
So on now for the Packers at their all-time leading scorer, Mason Crosby. And the 13-year man puts it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Now, that's something of a pick-me-up. The offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 34.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, kind of just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
Being chased out left. He's going to take off with it. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Here's Jackson to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Green Bay up to the task there in coverage and forcing a 4th down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. Jackson. He gets it to Brown, complete. And they will get the 1st down here as they move into field goal range as well, inside the 25. They were caught in no man's land that time, but the decision to go for it, that was the right one. It's a 1st down. Here's Jackson on the move to his left. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. Again, Jackson flushed out right. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews in the final seconds of the first half. And the Ravens will extend their lead.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the 3rd quarter. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Rodgers now on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. He was held without a catch in the 1st half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a 1st down. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
The ball carrier. The tackle made at the 44-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
They'll go again to Jones. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
On the carry.
A couple of 1st downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down.
1st down, Green Bay.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the 1st half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. We're in Baltimore, 3rd quarter action, 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Rodgers. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a 1st?
Still all sorts of time left in this game, and you'd like to be able to say take it one play at a time. But the truth is, they're probably going to have to hit on a few big plays in the passing game to close this gap, and that's a good start right there.
Check 3, check 3.
They go back to the ground with Jones. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
Not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Rodgers now to throw. And that is incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Mason Crosby on for the field goal. A 42-yard attempt.
And Crosby puts it through, and they will cut the lead back down to a touchdown now at 13-6.
13.
So a decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. The drive starts here with a carry by Ingram. And he'll get this one up to the 26.
From the ball carrier.
A gain of 3, second down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Check 50, check 50. Kill. Watch the safety creep. Check 37, check 37.
Again, they'll run with Ingram. And he powers his way up past the 30.
From the ball carrier.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
It's 4th down.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. Steps away to his left. And this is incomplete. Jair Alexander that time able to knock that one away. So nursing a slim lead, and that is the opposite of protecting that slim lead.
All I can think here is that head coach, he knows more about what's going on with his team than we do. He must know something's up. Either he has trouble with his punter, right? He's worried about his defense. There's an explanation in there that we're going to ask for after the game, because in this situation, I wouldn't have done that in normal circumstances, but maybe he thought my best opportunity is with my offense.
Yeah, interesting. Back in their own territory. Now we'll see what transpires. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Packers 6.
They'll keep it on the ground. Jones down to the 25. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The Packers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. To throw is Rodgers. Got a man. It's Taglian complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Robert Tonyan.
First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first.
Down, Packers.
Here's Jones. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Jones. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
Derek Wolfe there on the stop. A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Throwing now is Rodgers. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And the Packers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. The gain of 5 that time gives them the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Aaron Jones taking it in. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th.
13 all. Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
All square now at 13 all as he sends this one away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover.
Incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. A 2nd-round pick from Ohio State. Here's J.K. Dobbins. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
The tackle
getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And they're facing a big 3rd down now in this tie ball game. Throwing is Jackson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That's good for a Raven 1st down, 15 yards there.
That gets them the 1st down, but they've still got to move quickly here.
At the 47-yard line.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Jackson to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Preston Smith comes in for the sack. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Throwing now is Jackson. Flush to his right. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. Here's Jackson. And that will be incomplete. He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. Fair catch called for and taken just inside the 10-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Jones, and he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining.
2 yards. Brings up 4th down.
Here's J.K. Scott now, as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit 000. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
What I would do is either hand it off inside, or more likely I take a knee and let the clock run out. Because if I'm back there trying to throw and a sack happens, the ball comes free, I can lose the game here. If I get to overtime, I can still win it.
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing, because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. Again, it's Jones. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 7. First down, Green Bay.
Jones. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain.
Free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle?
First throw of overtime for Rodgers. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 44-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
From the 35 on 2nd down, Rodgers caught on the right side by Adams. Touchdown, Packers.
Number 17, Devontae Adams.
Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, tried to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters what you wanted, but how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. From Baltimore, so long, everybody.